Alright, so I know a few of you have been wondering, like, what exactly is it that I invented for snowboard, but it's basically a ratchetless binding system, and it kind of steals from ski boot technology, but not really, because it's two pieces, and the way I use it is different, and the angle it holds it is also different, and it's pretty cool. But anyways, here's the first glance at it, and it consists of a hook, and of course this is going to be like heavier, and it's not going to be as good as if like a snowboard company manufactured it, because I made it myself. But basically what it consists of is, I have here a bottle opener on a pivot point, and this is like a bent T-plate, but basically you hook this on here, and you push this down, and it locks into place, and the angle that it pulls on it holds it into place. Now, I know that this seems like if you hit it, it's going to fly off. Well, that's true, but if I could manufacture the parts I want, I actually have a way I could lock this down too. And it's actually really simple. But main reason I invented this was because, let's put it this way. Back, so you can see it all right. When you have a regular binding, there's a couple issues with it. First of all, when you're riding around, you're trying to get strapped in, or just when you're sitting down, sometimes you try to put your foot in and you step on the ladder, and that's really annoying. Another thing is, sometimes the ladders get stripped when you use them a lot. There's actually some wear on this ladder, and that's just the way it is with ratchets and ladders. When you strap in, do your thing, line it up, crank it down. It takes a while too, and it's just, I feel like it's really inefficient. So what I did was, I basically took that system and I said, screw it, I make my own system. So, actually, the first advantage of this, it's all on one side. So you just pull aside, the binding's fully open, and I mean, I could probably just do that and get my foot in, and it's totally open. It's really nice. And the second advantage is it's really quick. So you just hook it on and you push it down, and then it's on. It's secure. You can actually get them tighter than a normal ratchet. It's really secure on there. What's cool is it doesn't just grip it and push it down. It actually pulls it aside first and then down. So if you think about it, if you're trying to get if you're trying to pull like a bungee cord over some kind of elevated thing, you wouldn't just pull down on it and get all the friction on it. You'd pull it up and then over. So that's kind of what this does. It pulls it over first, and you can see it kind of stretching it that way. Pulls it over your boot first, and then it pushes the force down. So what this does is it leaves less wear and tear on your boot. It's faster, it's more efficient, and you can tell it's locked in place. Let me do like a quick flex test of this. Actually, I'm just trying to think of another better place to put this camera. Let's see. As you can clearly see, it's locked in place. I haven't even clipped out the video, so you can see that it's secure on there. I can't get it to release. It's on there. It's not going anywhere. The only way these bindings are going to fly out is if somebody hits that on the lip, and then it just pops open. But like I said again, I have a device that can lock it down like that, but I just don't have the resources to make it happen yet. So the only thing I'm doing, I'm keeping it on my back binding for now rather than the front. If somebody hits on the lip, you are pretty much screwed. But like I said, I have a locking mechanism if I can get the part I want. But that's what I invented. It's pretty cool. I'm really stoked to use it this season. You can see it clearly works. It's responsive. It's actually tighter than my right boot, and I can feel that. I can feel it down on my ankle more, and that's just because of the way it pulls your strap down. So it's really cool. I'm really stoked to use it, and I just want to know what you guys thought of it. that's that. I just wanted to add this in here. You can clearly see that this is angled down, and it's wrapped around it, and it pulls on it that way. So what this does is it takes a lot of force to actually get that up. I'm pulling on it pretty hard, and that's because all the tension is holding it shut. So you can't really get it open unless you intentionally do it or somebody hits it on the lift. But look, it doesn't even stick that far out from the board or the binding. It's actually pretty close to it. Pretty close to my boot. I don't even know how somebody would hit it. So, but again, I said I have a way to lock it down. So, but this is the basic idea. And you just pop it out, get it out, and it kind of flies out, and then your boot's free. Yep. And the way you adjust it to get it centered on your boot for now is just these bolts. You can adjust how far it goes in and out. And the other way is this piece over here that was already on the binding. So you can get pretty good adjustment, pretty good tightness, get the strap pretty centered. It's pretty sick. So I'm really stoked to ride it. I'm really stoked to see what you guys think of it. And in case this somehow gets out and somebody tries to steal it, I made this video on October 25th, 2012, and it takes about 2 years to patent something.